Welcome, and thanks for joining me for Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is Journeys in the Stolen Lands, and we have knocked out some of the problems caused by pit axe. We've taken care of bandits and monsters and propagandists, and we're kind of now just waiting, I think, to see what's going to happen next. We also found our throne, so I feel like we're in decent shape. We're going to just spend a little bit of time here at the get-go on kingdom management, partly because we got some things that need to be done, and also just to see if that moves the story forward any. We've got one rank up here we can do for loyalty, and since we completed the project that cuts the time in half, it's only a week to do that, so we're going to go ahead and take care of this. Okay, loyalty's rank 6. We're in decent shape with things here. We've got several at rank 4 that we need to work on. Otherwise, we're at 5 or better. Triumph with the contract problem. The minister replied to the threat by issuing a contract of her own with the Red Mantis. In just a few days, she was approached by a young woman carrying the head of the hapless assassin in a bag. Good job, Jaethal. Okay, we have one new problem we can start up. A technical issue. A small cult of Droskar in the Five Kings Mountains is offering to sell dwarven mining equipment to the kingdom. I feel like we've seen this one. Bartholomew's on that. We're just going to leave it at 40. Go with that. Well, I want to look at these region things. We need to be doing some of these region upgrades. All right, most of our people are busy, but we do have our counselor available. Not this one. Fish Farm Village. Silverstep fishermen prefer to see a fish jumping into the boat by itself. You can still teach them a proper technique for fish farming. Any village buildings in this or any adjacent region that grants either a community or loyalty bonus now grants a minimum +1 bonus for both. Grants either a community or loyalty bonus. Now grants a minimum +1 bonus for both. Okay. So if a building grants a community bonus, it would also grant a loyalty bonus as well, and vice versa. Do we want to do that one, or oh yeah, okay, this is what we want to do. We don't have the money, but we can buy that, I think. Okay, Iron Heart of the Land. Turn the whole region into your stronghold, safe from all enemies, foreign or domestic, +3 bonus to resolve any situation with the general warden or minister in this and all adjacent regions. Question is, which region is that? All of these region cards are, some of them say which one it is. This one does not, and I don't think there's any way to see that. I guess we'll just, I mean, it's a good bonus regardless, so I think we'll go ahead and do it if it'll let us. I'm gonna have to close out of it. Here we go, and this will be 7 more days. People can finish up some stuff. We finally completed this. Failure with streams of power. The workshop was built, but soon the spellcasters became jealous of the power there and turned upon each other. They started by playing mean things on one another, but eventually ruined the place, choking it with the magical waste from their quarrels. Success with the doppelganger. Good. And we finished Defenders of the Land, too. Alright, we're going to have some people freed up here. Jaethal wants to talk. Okay, let's go back to the throne room and talk to Jaethal. I bring news, Jaethal reports abruptly. Not unexpected, a sizable group of elves from Kyanan has crossed the border into your kingdom. They send a message to you. You may read it if you wish, but I can state the substance in a few words. We demand you turn over the murderer. We await your response. Jaethal stares at you closely as if trying to assess something. Is she studying you or considering the larger situation? I suppose we should meet with them. Back then, near the Thorn River, after the battle with the elven youngsters, I felt Urgathoa's presence again. Oh, this is actually her quest. I thought this was going to be a espionage thing. I felt Urgatho's presence again for the first time since I was reborn. Now I feel something similar. A command, or the shadow of one. Besides, I don't like to leave my affairs unfinished. Let us put an end to this. Does the situation somehow threaten me or my kingdom? I doubt it. They are not official emissaries from Kyanin. If they were, then their interference would look quite different. Most likely, these are the families of those foolish youngsters from the camp near the Thorn River. I assume they're inclined to fight, but they won't set ambushes or try to stab you in the back. First, they will surely try to negotiate. Elves, you know. Jaethal allows herself a sarcastic smirk. Fine, we'll meet with these elves. I am ready to strike out at a moment's notice. Elven camp has been revealed. Okay. We've got somewhere to go with Jaethal. Bakken is here. Greetings, my king. I'm drowning in orders these days and barely have time to do them all. My regular clients have mostly been peasants and hunters, but arcanists are showing up from time to time. Not only do they pay me for potions, but they also help me create some of them. Here's the gift for you on this occasion. Explosion ring. Thank you very much. Grants its wearer plus 12 damage bonus to bomb damage and the ability to cast slow twice per day as a 5th level wizard. Alright, well we could throw that on Jubilost. Don't know if that will ever come in handy, but it might. What do we have here on Kane? Oh, yeah, blinding critical. I forgot this was a new feat that he took. Cool. Alright, we'll jump back into kingdom management. Okay, we've got a couple new things to start up. We're going to do this mercenary army opportunity with Ragongar. A neighboring ruler is in a difficult situation. He faces war but has no means to wage it. He asks that you provide him with soldiers for his mercenary army. Of course, the pay he offers is generous, but are our soldiers' lives worth only gold? Is it worth the risk to make our country more vulnerable by sending our soldiers to fight for someone else? Put Ragongar on that. We've got a problem here, full-blooded, that probably would be best handled here by Keston. But what we're going to do is rank him up. This problem for Jaethal is at 0, even with her on it. I'm not going to spend a bunch of crisis points on that. We will get another chance here before the end of the month, after we do this rank up, to get people on any of those issues that we need to. Let's start this up. Stability is rank 6. Failure with technical issue. Okay, so we've got more people that want to talk. Let's go take care of the talking. Your Highness, our border regions inform us that remnant groups of barbarians are still carrying out raids, burning villages, and taking peasants as slaves. We must put an end to this. We could perform a preemptive strike, send out a regiment, scour all the nooks and crannies that the barbarians might be hiding in. However, this would be risky, and it would mean playing the game by their rules. They'd never face us in a decisive battle, but instead lure our troops deeper and deeper into unknown territory. They'd force us to fight in constant skirmishes and wear us down until our soldiers simply started deserting en masse. My advice, strengthen the guard in the settlements along the border and fortify our position there. Then the barbarians will have to come to us and they'll be easily dealt with. This is what he wants. I wouldn't be surprised if that was exactly what they wanted us to do. Start chasing them across the hills. Double the guard in all the raided regions. We shall defend ourselves. The grim look of satisfaction spreads across Keston's face. As you command, Your Highness. We'll show the savages how this land forges her men and women. Okay, so we got a day or two here before the end of the month. I took a moment and looked at Jaethal And she needed to be leveled up a bit, which enabled her to pick up a point in wisdom, or not wisdom, dexterity, which should help her with her advising here in espionage. Also upgraded her belt. Yeah, we got her up to plus 13. I think she was at 11. So still not great here. We need to rank up espionage again. Maybe we ought to use a point there on this court intrigue. Start that up. And we can put Keston now on this. Wow, that's still only 31%. Right. And I think the rest of these are opportunities. Let's see if we have anybody. 5%. I don't think it's worth it. I think if we just don't do it at all, at least we don't get a disaster. Cobblestone Druids. That's 25. Okay, we'll put her on that. And the Power of Blood. Storyteller. We've tried this one a few times. I don't know if we've ever actually succeeded. I'm not going to use a crisis point. Okay. Take a look at projects here. Okay, so I can't decide here what to do next. We have this vague objective here to oppose the influence of Pitax. It doesn't seem like there's anything we can actively do at this point to resolve that. And then same with these. We're waiting on a project here. And we can't get into Pitax for this one. We do have the companion quest now for Jaethal we could do to pass a little bit of time. Get us out of the kingdom a little bit. And of course errands that I just keep putting off. And we have the Mysterious Shrines quest. Maybe we will go ahead and head out with Jaethal. Go meet these elves at their camp. Let's do that. Oh, I know what. Before we leave, it's been a while since we've spoken to the storyteller. Okay, we turned in a few things, but no new stories from him. The other thing I know that I've been forgetting about is memorizing some recipes. Alright, yeah, there were a lot of recipes in here. 6 or 7 of them, I think, that I hadn't learned yet. So we'll have to try some of those out. I'm gonna go, we need to maybe just take a look at everybody's equipment and visit the shop. Sell some stuff that we're carrying around still. And then we'll head out with Jaethal.
Focus on the goal.
Okay, we took care of some bartering. So we're ready to head out here with Jaethal. See where we're actually going to. Okay, the Elven camp is over here right next to Dyerberg. So we'll teleport over there. And just head down the road here. To the Elven camp. As I was looking around the map to find the Elven camp, I noticed we do have several map locations that have not been visited. So maybe after we do this with Jaethal, if we still feel like we've got time with Pitax, maybe we'll head to some of those. Okay, we've got elves hanging around here. Nobody appears wanting to talk to us yet. Here we go. Did that say Nortorella? Grave silence follows you as you approach the elves. They do not move, staring at you and Jaethal as if they were waiting for something, or rather someone. A young, dark-haired elven woman emerges from behind the crowd and greets you with a nod. At the sight of her, something almost imperceptible changes in Jaethal's eyes. It's hard not to notice their incredible similarity. My daughter, my favorite creation and my most capable student. The voice of Jaethal is colorless and her facial expression unreadable. What a pleasure it is to see you leading this band of murderers who have come for my head. I feel like we met her daughter last time under different circumstances. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't remember this interaction, but I feel like I do remember her daughter. Murmurs of outrage erupt in the elven crowd, but their leader remains calm. The dark eyes of the girl burn with determination and there's a blush on her cheeks. It's amazing how such small details change her face, otherwise nearly indistinguishable from the pale, lifeless face of her mother. I thought you would know that I couldn't stay away. Didn't you always teach me to be responsible for my actions and follow things through? Oh, we can hand Jaethal over. Okay, we're not doing that. Listen to us before you make any hasty decisions. Jaethal is not to blame for the death of the young elves. It was Ennio, the Inquisitor of Pharasma, who had set a trap for both us and them. Open your eyes, girl. Didn't I teach you to think with your head and not to fall into traps laid by facile provocation? You might have reasoned that I've no use in killing those foolish young elves you wish to avenge. True, you had no use for it, but if there were any use for you, you would have killed them without hesitation, right, Mother? I know you better than anyone. I know how far you might go if no one stops you. Nordorella pauses and then continues sternly. I persuaded the court to send you into exile. I used everything I could, friends, connections, the arts of logic and persuasion you taught me, and achieved the mildest punishment possible. It was a mistake. If I hadn't done it, our unfortunate youths would still be drawing breath. Love blinded me. You told me many times that our feelings are our worst advisors, but only now have I finally learned this lesson. It is my duty to stop you, and I will see it through. The elf turns to you. I'm sorry, King. I have no wish to invade your lands, but there's no other way. Give us the murderer, and we shall leave in peace. Not happening. Jaethal revived one of your fellow travelers who died by the hand of the Inquisitor. She can confirm my words to you. My daughter was the only one whose remains we did not find. Returned to life? Do you mean to say this creature turned her into an undead slave? You'd better pray it's not true, King. Maybe that's the interaction I'm thinking of with that other elf. Okay.
I should have known better.
All right. Wow. This could be interesting. We're surrounded and not prepared at all. I feel like this might be a good spot for some mass invisibility. Maybe we can reposition ourselves here a little better. I know we've got more down here, so I don't think we want to walk that way. So maybe we try to kind of retreat up here to the top. Okay, they can apparently all see her. They're going to shoot at her. Oh, we've got slow on us. At least on Jaethal. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've got Bruin too. Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, and we don't have... I left Amaya home in place of Jaethal, so I don't know if we have anybody with haste. That was a mistake. Alright, well, let's get Kane up here.
No fear! Ha!
Can Bruin use a haste scroll? No. Alora might be able to. Skill check about Jaethal. Nope. So Alora is the only one even with a chance to do it. Anna can? Really? How is our fighter able to do that? Is that just from the one level in Vivisectionist? That she's able to cast a haste scroll. Well, okay. There you go. I need you to do that. Okay, cast haste. I don't really know why she's able to do that. It must be from that level in Vivisectionist. Otherwise, I have no idea. I think we just need her to put out some damage here with a fireball.
Oh, I need a moment. A terrible
Dang it.
mistake.
Our mistake was not getting any buffs on before we walked into this conversation. We should have guessed that it could end this way. Really need some work here from Kane to start cleaning up some of this mess. Instead, he just can't hit anything.
Die, die, die!
Okay, we took care of one of them. Gonna be kind of slow going. We got more coming in over here too. Great. Our wizard Alora is down. It really hurts not having our bard with us. Maybe should have left someone else in place. Okay, we'll see if we can get her back up with Inspiring Recovery. Not quite. She was pretty low. Bruin maybe should have just been healing himself. The heck? Jaethal just took out... Oh, that's Nordorella. I thought that was Jaethal. They have a very similar look. Jaethal is the one on the ground. Well, I don't have a good feeling about this at this point. We'll have to see if Kane and Alvar and Enna can just push through with healing potions. I mean, Kane can still put out the damage. We know that. We do have a couple of potions of greater invisibility, so maybe getting those, like one of those on Kane, might help him stay alive here. We'll have to take that next time. See if we can sunder some armor here on this grieving father. Nope. That's a waste. Just so many of them here, I'm not sure we can make it through this. Okay, let's drink the greater invisibility. We're going to miss out on opportunities to attack now because we're going to be drinking potions all the time. Well, we got even more of them joining in over here. So many summons. They've got a whole army against what's down to basically 3 of our party. Wow. Wow, so Enna can even use the Cure Wound scrolls. I guess I'd never noticed that before, and I don't know if that's all from the Vivisectionist, that she's able to use some of those. Maybe we could give her the other greater invisibility potion. I'm not sure our leopard is still alive over there.
All I see is blackness.
Okay, where do we send Kane? I was thinking about sending him after this elf over here that's summoned all these animals. Or do we just try to take out Nordorella? Maybe... Can we get him back here with Slayer's Advance? We can. But let's just... I think we have to take the risk. Send him back. Try to clear out some of this stuff. Hopefully Enna and Alvar can just hang on here. Maybe keep drinking potions to buff themselves up. Let's see. Alright, Kane, you really need to take out this mage here.
You've made your choice.
Nice. Look at him fall. Okay. That cleared out half of their army. Now we gotta... I don't know which one it was over here. Was it this one? Not sure who summoned all these things. Ooh, Kane, dang it. But that's probably it. Alright. So Alvar and Leopard is all that's left. I don't think we have a chance here. We're just gonna have to let this roll. And I guess see what Alvar can do on his own. He's actually survived a little bit longer than I expected. All right, well, that didn't go so well. Well, that didn't go well at all. We could have been much more prepared walking in there. I think with maybe a little more preparation, we can do that. Okay, this is actually attempt number 3. The second time we walked in there, and just right off the bat, they just destroyed Kane and Bruin. So from there was no chance. So we're trying again. I think what I'll do is go ahead and get some invisibility on people from the beginning.
I do things.
Hopefully it will last long enough. Let's put greater invisibility on Kane.
Stay on your toes.
Let's go ahead with a mass invisibility too.
They'll never see me come.
Okay, we're at least getting a turn maybe this time before they just destroy everybody. We're gonna get the guarded hearth going this time. He's got invisibility, greater invisibility, displacement, and they're still just coming in and wrecking him.
No fear!
Well, he's gonna do some wrecking of his own. Nice. We got the grieving father and the elf all in one with the opportunist. Okay, and we determined that somehow Anna is able to cast haste. Let's have her do that. All right, that's definitely a better start to things. We can maybe take out this group before we have all the other groups joining us. We're gonna brew and get his summon out as well. That could help us. Thought about actually casting protection from good, which is something we don't do a lot of. I'm not sure what's happening here with Nordorella. She's shaken. I think Kane just needs to drink a couple potions here. Let's see, does he have displacement yet? We could drink a blur potion. All right, we got all their company coming in, but we've taken care of the group here. So I feel a lot better about how this is going. Nice. Jaethal's daughter's on the ground over there. All right, now it's time for some chain lightning over here. Nice. Yeah, this is going much better. Let's get her invisibility field up.
Never see me coming.
Wow, what a difference. They just destroyed us twice. And now it's just total different turn of events. Another chain lightning in here could be big.
May I see your entrails?
Wow. Okay, we're not done yet, but let's use the empowered fireball over here. This prismatic spray is an enormous cone. If she could get up here, I wonder if she could hit everybody with it. Yeah, look at that. Well, not quite the back, but at least this front group. Wow. That's big. Okay. We need to take out this summoner. I'm not sure sending Jaethal right in there is the best idea. No, so much better. We could probably even just real time it here to finish this up, but let's not push our luck. Here we go. I think it's just this. This is the last group, I think, over here. Get Anna up here. And then we will just let this run. Get everybody over here. I'm guessing then we may talk to Nordorella again.
Never see me coming.
Okay. It's good that's not her rib cage there. Wow. Jaethal approaches the fallen Nordorella and freezes like a statue. The scene from the elven camp at the Thorn River repeats itself once again, but now instead of some unknown elven girl, her own daughter lies at the Inquisitor's feet, and she seems still alive. I guess it was just that unknown elven girl that I was thinking had been her daughter. I don't know why I was remembering it that way. I hear you. Jaethal speaks under her breath, and you realize that she is talking neither to her daughter, nor to you, nor anyone else. For a moment, you are filled with a strange sensation of someone else's presence. Someone evil, but somehow jubilant. And then the feeling fades. Jaethal's eyes grow clear. Yes, mistress, I am ready. Jaethal turns to you. Her eyes are glowing with a cold flame. Urgathoa wants me to choose one of the two paths of faith. I can use Taneka's ritual to regain a living body with all the pleasures that it offers. The children I can then bear will be the source of my immortality. I will become an eternal spirit, changing temporary vessels, and even the ages-long lifespan of the elves will be to me as a season. There is another way. I will remain undead, eternal, unchanging, and impeccable. In exchange for my final sacrifice, Urgathoa will grant me new power. A perfect spirit or perfect undead. Either way, I shall be her perfect follower. All that my goddess requires of me is the life of my daughter, here and now. Wow, Nordorella is barely able to move her lips. A fine choice. I always knew that Urgathoa would someday demand it from you. My life. Ooh, okay. Taneka's ritual, what will happen if you use it? Rebirth, in a way. Jaethal looks at her daughter. The power of the blood bond is great. Urgathoa will extract my spirit from this dead body and move it to a new living one, which I once gave birth to. A body you once gave birth to? Nordorella repeats quietly. I was prepared to kill you. I was prepared for you to kill me, but I never imagined that I would be no more than a vessel. No mere vessel, child. A priceless gift. Jaethal speaks with a face of stone. Wow. Oh boy, Cain, what are you gonna do? Life is full of feeling and pleasure, which cannot be tasted by the undead. Take the body of your daughter, Jaethal, and be reunited with your desires. Wow. You're right, this is my destiny. Farewell, my sorrow. At least you will do me one final service. 172 grand experience? Nordorella wearily rises to her feet, tosses her head, and begins to say something, but does not have time. Jaethal swiftly throws up her hands and casts some unknown spell. A dark flame billows from her hands and envelopes Nordorella's body for a moment. The girl screams. When the flame disappears, her body bears no visible damage, but her eyes are completely empty, like those of a doll or a statue. Jaethal takes a long look at her creation, then makes a gesture, and what remains of her daughter turns and marches toward the road to the capital. The movements of soulless body resemble a puppet in a fairground. I shall send it to a safe place. It will take time to prepare the vessel for the ritual. But how sweet the wait shall be. Jaethal looks straight into your eyes. There's always a way out, isn't there? Oh boy. Okay, she's gonna send her on her way. Okay. Family quarrel is such a delicate thing. Neither Jaethal nor Nordorella were ready to accept a peaceful solution, so the king had to determine their fate once and for all. Yeah, shake it off, Cain. Okay. Well, we got some level ups. Then we're gonna head back, I guess, back to Tuscaloosa. I'm assuming it's gonna be a while before. Yeah, there'll probably be a new quest when she's ready to do the ritual. All right, well, that was interesting. A couple super difficult fights here, but then we came in better prepared and we're able to prevail. That's it for now. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, and hope to see you again here in the Stolen Lands. Bye-bye.